Hello everyone. Time for a little update. So, last time we filmed a video about picking up this machine here, the Pokemon Pinball machine. I actually picked this machine up. I kind of forgot to mention it, but I picked it up from a man named Victor Ireland, who turns out is a big, prominent, I guess, figure in the pinball community. He goes by the name of Pinball Monk. Has an online shop where he sells supplies, materials, repairs, quieter fans for the Stern machines, all that. Very well-known guy. I did not know him as Pinball Monk. I reached out to him through an ad he had online offering to sell this machine. Didn't know anything about him. Just on the ad, he was Pinball Monk. And emailed him. He emailed me back, and I noticed his name in the email back was Victor Ireland. I know Victor Ireland being a retro gaming, I guess, collector and enthusiast and whatever for many years. Victor Ireland was the president of a video game company known as Working Designs. So when I saw that name and I saw where he was from, I was like, oh, it's got to be him. That's got to be the Victor Ireland of Working Designs. So I emailed him, told him I was a big fan of Working Designs, all this. Had no idea that he was also a prominent figure in the pinball community, which now I am a member of. I mean, I don't know, community, whatever, the pinball scene. But that was really cool. So I picked up a Pokemon pinball machine from a long time, I guess, I don't know what I would call him, some sort of a celebrity figure, without even knowing that he had also moved into this hobby that I'm now into. So that was really cool. Been playing that like crazy. Really love it. I think that, obviously the code has a long ways to go, and I think it's taking extra time due to it being the license that it is, and the Pokemon Company kind of taking a while, having to approve everything. I don't know if it also has to go through Nintendo as well. Wouldn't surprise me. But it's an awesome machine. I think it is a really good machine for someone like me who's just getting into it. If you're someone who hasn't ever really played a whole lot of pinball, or maybe you've thought about it, but just needed something to kind of push you over the edge, and you're a huge Pokemon fan, starting kind of from the beginning, I think it's perfect for that because it's nowhere near as intimidating as some of the other machines out there. I've been having a ton of fun on it. I think it's ideal for someone just like me who just loves pinball or who just loves Pokemon and is just kind of new to pinball. I think it's perfect, which is probably what it needs to be, because it's probably one of these machines that's going to bring in a lot of new people just with the license that it is and everything. So I think they've nailed it. I'm really looking forward to all the code updates and then fleshing it out more, adding more game modes and features and achievements and all of that. I've also signed up with the Stern, whatever it is, the pinball app. I forget what they call it right now, but the where you track your achievements, high scores, all that. Been addicted to that. Keeping the multiple day run going and everything. It's super cool. I love that that's a thing that exists in pinball today, and it kind of is a bummer that I can't do it on some of the other machines. I do know there's a program called Scorebit that I need to look into for other machines like my Simpsons one and things like that. But I also, you're probably seeing this over here, I did pick up a third machine as well this past Sunday, I believe it was. I picked up the Godzilla 70th anniversary from somebody here relatively locally in like the Bay Area. Saw it online, messaged him about it, made him an offer which was a little lower than what he had it listed at. He said he would take it, went, picked it up. Been absolutely loving that thing, and it is very evident, very clear how much more built out and fully featured this machine is code-wise compared to the Pokemon machine. So I'm really looking forward to the Pokemon machine getting eventually to more of a relative same place as what the Godzilla machine is. Probably gonna take a while again with the licensing and all that, but love this machine. Definitely, I don't know, it is a little more intimidating, a little less obvious, a little more complicated as far as what you're supposed to be doing and all that, but it's not that bad, really. I think it's also pretty approachable, just like the Pokemon one is. For a newcomer, people love this machine. I know it's like consistently rated as like the #1 machine on Pinside and everything. Who knows? Maybe that'll stay that way. But I really, really have been loving this. Super glad I went with the 70th anniversary. I had been looking at a regular one, actually, from another well-known person in the industry, Pirate, the Pinball Pirate, which he's up north, about an hour north of me. And had gone up there. They said they had one. It wasn't out on display or anything, but they said they had a used one. So I was going to get that, but I was going to get like all these extra things with it. I was going to add on the topper and the side, like the inner art blades and all the lighting and all this other stuff. And then when I saw this one on, it was actually on Facebook Marketplace, I was like, you know what? By the time I pay for that other machine and I pay for all those add-ons and everything else that I'm wanting to put on it, this one already has the topper on it, as you can see up here. I was going to wind up paying extremely close to what this one was selling for. And the longer I looked at it and thought about it, I was like, man, I really, really do like this black and white classic 70th anniversary theme. I like that it feels kind of like the old Godzilla movies, whereas the other one has more of like a Saturday morning cartoon vibe, which is also really cool. But the more I thought about it and the more I looked at this one, the more it grew on me. And I'm very, very glad that this is the one that I went with. Been loving it. Looking forward to learning how to play it more and all that. I'm still absolutely horrible at these games, but that's awesome. 3 machines now that we've got. 3 machines. Extremely awesome. Another cool thing that happened was, I'm wearing a shirt here. I went Wednesday, just this past Wednesday, over to San Francisco, and I went to Free Gold Watch, which is a really awesome pinball arcade over there that I know Manu of the the Pinball Minority Report podcast that he does with Erica of Erica's Pinball Journey. Love watching y'all's stuff. I was hoping maybe I would see him there because I believe he works there. Maybe he's one of the owners or something even, but I know he's like kind of a prominent figure there. Unfortunately, he was not there, but I did hang out, and because of this whole pinball app thing, I made sure that I played at least once every single machine that was there that had the little QR code here that you can scan so that I could track it, register it, get a high score on it, get some achievements, all that. I'm a sucker for all that stuff. So I made sure I played all those machines that were there. Free Gold Watch is awesome. I had been there probably, I don't know, maybe about 7 years ago when I first moved to the Bay Area. Before I really was into pinball or anything, I went in. I didn't even really play anything. I just kind of wandered in, looked around, talked to one of the employees there, and then left. So I knew about it, but hadn't actually gone and participated, I guess. So I did that. It was amazing. Love this shirt. They have a bunch of other really cool shirts as well. I think they kind of cycle them out and keep putting out new ones, so I'm looking forward to maybe seeing what else they have. Free Gold Watch is awesome. A lot of awesome machines. They do a really good job of maintaining them all, keeping them all in great shape, which is not always the case in some of the other places that I've been, where the machines just won't feel right. When you try to play them, the flippers just don't have the power behind them and all this other stuff. But that place is great. All the lights are all lit up on all the tables. So like some places, the table just looks so dark you can hardly even see what you're doing. But yeah, they do a great job of keeping everything nice and up to date. What else was I going to talk about? I don't know. Free Gold Watch, picked up the Godzilla, Pokemon, been loving that. At Free Gold Watch, I played a bunch of machines. I think the ones that stood out maybe the most to me, really liked Jaws and King Kong. I think of the ones that I played. I played Venom as well, and I was actually, I had somehow gotten the perception online that the sentiment on that machine wasn't that hot, that maybe people weren't as into it. I think maybe it's the Pro that they don't like, and the Premium is better. I'm not even sure which version they had there, but I had a lot of fun on the Venom machine. I only played it once, but I got extremely lucky. I got a really good score, actually. I think I was on like the leaderboard at like 9th place or something like that for the month. I don't even remember, 200 something million. Don't know how I did it, but it was a really fun machine. And Godzilla, or King Kong and Jaws also seemed really, really cool. I played quite a bit of the Jaws. Only played one game on the Kong, but I really liked it. So I would love to get a Jaws machine at some point. I don't know if I'm ever going to have room. The 50th anniversary one of that looks amazing. if I have room for a 6th or 7th machine, maybe it'll be a Jaws. I would even consider Kong if I played it a little more. If they did a black and white Kong, I would have to get it to go with the Godzilla, but probably won't ever happen. That's the main thing. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the art on the Kong, I guess, but it's fine. It's more about the game and the shots and everything than the like an art style that's like your absolute favorite or anything like that. But loved it. Great games, Kong and Jaws, and surprised about Venom, actually. So other than that, let's think here. Oh, I am going to be going to California Extreme. I was going to be vending at Utah Retro Gaming Convention. We were going to be vending there, but I canceled that because it was the same weekend as California Extreme. And while I've got the bug for pinball, I want to enjoy it as much as I can. So rather than saying, you know what, I'm already signed up for Utah Gaming Expo, I'll go to California Extreme next year, I'm all in on pinball right now, so I want to enjoy it right now. So I canceled the Utah. I'm going to the California Extreme. I'm hopefully going to be able to find a Dune or a... hold on. Someone's trying to call me. Okay, I'm hopefully going to find a Dune or a Lord of the Rings while I'm there. I would love to be able to find one of those and pick it up and bring it here. If not, I don't know, maybe I'll find something else, but we'll just have a good time there. Anyway, I've got to answer. Someone keeps calling me, so I've got to answer this phone call. I'll see y'all again with another video, another update, maybe about California Extreme. Thanks, everyone.